Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to Brazil. So the first thing I would like to do today is to apologize to everyone for the audio quality of yesterday's video. I have learned that one should not build a brand new computer and try to record and post a YouTube video on the very same day, because there's just not enough time. So I didn't get the mix right yesterday. I tried to put out a video too soon, but I did get it out there, and it's a good video. We now know the plan, and the plan is to make some donuts. So it looks like our oats are ready to harvest, and that's a good thing. I don't know that we're going to do that first. I think the first thing I'd like to do is to go and create the new sugar beet field. I want to get those in the ground and growing. Our oat field will wait. If we don't get it until tomorrow, that's fine. The oats will wait. And now, since we have oats, we can go ahead and put in our mill because it will have something to do. Okay, let's go create a field. So wait, is this our oats or barley? Okay, this is the barley, so the barley's done, which is fine. So we're not going to be putting in our mill because our barley is going to be chicken feed. So we'll wait for the oats. We won't have to wait very long. And we can't make donuts until we have sugar anyway. So it's going to be a few months before we see our first donut. Donuts. I think our corn will also be ready soon, so we're going to need to get a header for that. So as soon as we harvest the corn, then we'll go ahead and make this field bigger. We'll expand this, but I'm going to wait until we're done with the corn first, and that'll give us a better idea of exactly how we want to do that. Okay, so I'm going to look on the mini map here. I want to leave enough space, and we're gonna have to do some sort of hard border here too. So I want to leave enough space to do that and to be able to turn a harvester around. We have so much land here, it just doesn't make sense to make our lives inconvenient. Okay, so I'm gonna kind of point us in the right direction here. And I'm going to see how we are for space with the field behind us. What does this angle look like this way? Yeah, I think that's going to be fine, right about there. So this always feels wrong. Let's open it up. And create fields. That always makes me nervous, but I know I can just texture it and start over again, so I don't know what the big deal is. All right, here we go. Okay, so while I was plowing that field, I got the distinct impression that it was very, very, very massive. And I'm not sure we want to have that many sugar beets planted. I don't know if you've ever done a sugar beet harvest, but the harvesters don't hold a great deal of sugar beets, so you do a lot of carting. And man, I don't know if we're ready for a field that size of sugar beets yet. So I think what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and harvest this barley field. And my thought is that this field might make a more suitable field for sugar beets. And then the field that we just created could be the field where we plant some sorghum, because sorghum will grow quickly and we can use it to make flour. So I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to harvest this barley, and then we're going to plant sugar beets in the barley field. And then next month we can go ahead and plant sorghum, or maybe today. I don't know if we'll have enough time left today, but we may be able to plant sorghum in the big field that we just created. I think that's probably a better idea. And I hope I got create fields turned off. We'll find out. Yes, I did. Excellent. So we didn't plow the concrete. I mowed this grass yesterday afternoon, so I got it in the silo. We have a ton of grass in the silo. We have a ton of total mixed ration. We're doing really good. Got to make sure I feed the cows today, because I'm not sure I fed them last month. But we have plenty to feed them. This shouldn't take long at all. And that's our barley harvested. I think we got a really good yield on this time. I think, if I remember correctly, last time, well, it wasn't barley either, so I can't say. I was going to say we only had to empty the harvester once last time we harvested that field, but I think it was oats, and I'm not sure what the difference is between an oat yield and a barley yield as far as acreage goes, so it may not be a good comparison. But anyway, I think we got a good amount of barley. I guess is what I'm trying to say. So we have this, plus we have the 22,000 liters in the trailer. All right, I'm going to get that trailer dumped, and then I'll bring you guys back and we'll decide what comes next. All right, next thing on our to-do list is to get our cows fed. I just looked and they have just a little bit of food left, so we didn't let them run out completely, and that's a good thing. But we do need to feed them. And we have 612,378 liters of total mixed ration, so we could probably top them off. Just build the whole thing up. I don't know how many of these it takes. I think probably 4, maybe 5. Let's see. This is 22,500 liters. Let's see what that did. All right, that's about 25%. So I'm thinking 4 of these ought to do it. This production has just made feeding cows a joy. You know, there's another much more expensive version of this by another modder that I used to use all the time, but I think this is going to be my favorite going forward. I mean, to be able to make all of the ingredients for total mixed ration and make total mixed ration all in the same facility, that's a good thing. That makes life so much easier, and to just then to be able to drive through it and fill up your trailer is awesome. I have tried to mix total mixed ration before, and it's just not, it's not fun. This is 3. So the funny thing is, we're going to fill up this barn and we're still going to have 500,000 liters of total mixed ration. So we don't need hay, and we don't need, we don't need hay. We need silage, and we'll continue to make silage and continue to send that over to the BGA. But we'll wait until we get down to about 100,000 liters of total mixed ration, and then we'll start making some hay again. And as soon as we make hay, then we'll turn on total mixed ration, and it will share the silage with the BGA. if that makes sense. Yep, I think we're getting close to full. Let's see. Yeah, we're as close to full as I'm going to take it. That's, 95,000 liters. We're all good. We do have a bunch of slurry, though, so let's go ahead and take care of our slurry issue. And then we're going to pick up that straw and plant sugar beets in that field. That's the last thing we're going to do this morning. Of course, with our new forage wagon, the straw will be a piece of cake to pick up. We'll get it all on one load, pretty sure. Maybe not. I don't know. I'm usually pretty bad about estimating those things. Ooh, and this month is the month that we're going to pay off the loan. We're just going to pay it off. Just pay it off completely and be done with it. And then I won't feel bad about buying stuff. Because we're going to be making some cash too. We'll have another load of furniture and planks before too long. And we're going to start making donuts. And I'm telling you guys, donuts make bank. Just wait. Well, I got all the straw picked up. It's about 100,000 liters, so that's definitely worth picking up and throwing in the silo to make some more silage. If you'll notice, the cedar here, I did take it in and had the guy look at it, and he said it was a perfect candidate for expansion. And so that's what I had done. Cost me a couple of grand, but we now have capacity for 5,000 liters of fertilizer and 2,000 liters of seeds. So that's a really good thing. I think we should be able to easily plant this whole field in sugar beets with just what we have in the planter. The only thing I can, that's going to take a whole lot of seeds from a cedar is going to be potatoes. And we're not planting potatoes. We're planting sugar beets, so this should go fairly quickly. Famous last words. And it was at this point that Dave remembered that his planter is not a direct drill. So this field is going to need to be either cultivated or plowed. And seeing as we don't have a cultivator, it's going to get plowed. So I'm going to put the cedar off to the side here, and the planter off to the side here, and grab the plow, and I'll see you guys when I'm done. Okay, so we've got this field plowed. Almost. Alright, now we've got this field all plowed. And I considered going to get a cultivator, but number one, we're not going to use the planter that often. And number two, whenever that field needs to be turned over, I see no reason why we can't just plow it instead of cultivating it, because plowing gives us a a weed-free crop immediately after plowing. So I'm going to try that for a while, and until I find out differently, I think that's a pretty good plan. So let's grab the planter and let's finally get our sugar beets in the ground. And we have a sugar beet field. I have a few bits and pieces to continue to plant. Not much. I'm going to get that cleaned up. Then I'm going to head in the house and have a little bit of lunch. And after lunch, which will be in the next episode, we're going to do several things. We're going to plant. We are going to seed that other field in sorghum. We are going to make sure our chickens have plenty of food, because I haven't checked on them today. And most importantly, we are going to install our new productions. We're going to install the mill. I don't know if we're going to install the donut factory yet, but we are definitely going to install the sugar beet cutter and the mill. So it's going to be a busy afternoon. The seeder worked out well. We still have tons of seeds left, so I'm real happy about that. So that was definitely an upgrade that was worth the money, and I'm glad I got it done. And remember, before the end of this month, we're going to pay off the debt completely. So then we will own all of this free and clear, and then we're going to go to town on expansion, because we're going to have plenty of money coming in. So I think that's the end of this episode. If you like this episode, I sure would appreciate a thumbs up or a subscription. And if you didn't like this video, well, I'd love for you to post a comment and tell me why. Either way, thanks for being here. I'll see you next time.